You have heard this from doctors, friends, and every health video, walk every day. But have you ever felt a small inner voice asking whether that walk is truly enough to keep you steady, independent, and confident in the years ahead? If you are watching this, I know you are someone who refuses to surrender to age. You still make the effort to move, but you may have started noticing worrying signals you do not want to say out loud. Your legs feel as heavy as lead after a long day, and getting up from your favorite chair becomes harder than it should be. Sharp pain in your knees or hips shows up after you finish your usual walking route, and you wonder whether your exercise is doing more harm than good. A quiet fear arrives every time you step over a small threshold or walk across a slick floor because you realize your balance is slowly slipping away. Walking is wonderful for your heart, but it is not a cure-all. It often skips the deep stabilizing muscles in the hips and thighs, the shock absorbers and anchors that prevent falls and keep your gait solid. That strength gap is what pushes many active older adults into a danger zone. Today we will close that gap with a solution that science has shown can outperform walking alone for your balance and leg strength. Forget the image of soldiers marching in formation. This is a science-based longevity secret. We are talking about stationary marching. Here is the difference. When you walk, the main goal is moving forward. Your body only needs enough power to push you ahead. When you march in place, you force your body to lift the leg high against gravity and lower it under control. That lift and hold motion maximally activates the hip flexors and the quadriceps, the quiet heroes that decide whether you can stay upright and stable when your balance is challenged. Leading researchers writing in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity have shown that older adults who added in-place knee lift drills to their routine 3 times per week achieved clear, measurable gains in gait stability, overall balance, and muscular strength in about 2 months. Another comparative study emphasized that while both walking and marching in place are heart healthy, marching in place is superior for awakening the upper hip and thigh muscles, the core movers that protect you from falls most effectively. This is not a lucky trick. It is a joint-friendly, accessible technique so trusted that even NASA uses it to help astronauts rebuild strength and coordination after time spent in microgravity. Walking trains locomotion. Marching in place trains core stability, the foundation that every step of yours relies on. To see the power of this exercise, I want to tell you about Mr. Fact is David. At 78 years old, he is a retired accountant in Texas who took pride in his daily walks. Then a lingering cold kept him resting for a while. When he returned, he faced a hard truth: walking no longer felt easy. "It is like my legs stopped listening," he told his son. "Getting up from the sofa is a battle, and I have started to fear going places alone." After speaking with a physical therapy specialist, his son encouraged him to try marching in place. At first he laughed, a soldier, at my age, but he wanted his independence back, so he tried. He began with short intervals of only 45 seconds, focusing on lifting and lowering each leg deliberately and slowly standing beside a sturdy dining table. After just 2 weeks, he noticed he did not need to brace himself against the kitchen wall anymore. After 1 month of steady 5-minute sessions while watching the news, his legs felt renewed. By the 3rd month, his balance had returned in a remarkable way. He did not just walk again. He moved with a calm, new confidence. Mr. David is living proof marching in place is not merely a substitute. It rebuilds the foundational strength that walking often misses. It gave him back the freedom and joy of moving without fear. To harness this power, focus on form over speed. Here is a simple 5-step plan you can follow. Create your safety zone. Stand behind a sturdy chair or near a wall so you have a support point. The priority is to feel completely safe and comfortable. Posture of confidence. Stand tall and gently draw your shoulders back. Lightly brace your abdominal muscles as if you are locking your core. Keep your eyes looking straight ahead. Sen. Start with control. Slowly and intentionally lift your right knee to about waist level or as high as you can without pain. The key is to lower the leg slowly and under control. Do not let it drop. Repeat with the left leg. The controlled descent is what builds stability. Find the golden rhythm move with an even, gentle rhythm. Inhale as you prepare to lift. Exhale as you raise the leg. If you feel steady, allow your arms to swing naturally opposite the lifting leg. Time targets for results. Level 1, beginner. Start with 30 to 45 seconds of marching in place. Rest for 30 seconds. Repeat 3 times. Level 2, Intermediate, perform 3 sets of 1.5 minutes each, resting for 30 seconds between sets. Level 3. Advanced, march in place continuously for 5 minutes. Rest and repeat up to 3 times in a day. This is perfect during commercial breaks or while listening to music. If standing is too difficult or you are recovering, you can begin with seated marching. Sit upright on a sturdy chair without leaning against the backrest and lift your knees alternately. This still strongly activates the hips and core. Start with a total of 5 minutes per day divided into short sessions and gradually increase to 15 to 20 minutes, 5 days per week. Always remember, prioritize technique and how your joints feel over speed. This movement is your secret weapon against leg weakness and loss of balance, the 2 biggest threats to your independence. If this information gives you hope and a clear plan, please press like. It helps us share this method with more older adults. Let us continue this journey together, one step at a time, toward the most independent and confident years of your life.